Bitcoin is a bank in cyberspace. Monetary energy, core of the earth. Doubles every year. Listen to my words. Selling doesn't hurt. Selling is absurd. It's like cutting off your wings, but you want to be a bird.
So Bitcoin does pretty much exactly what I predicted yesterday. As I said, like, you know, we're going to have this move up and then we're going to probably have a retest, right? So what I said to you was we are going to come down a little bit, bounce, and then go back up to try this to confirm this W. So I'm still kind of looking at it, and what I've seen is making a little bit of sense to me that this particular area we've got here, so I'm just going to put a little line here, this particular zone here, I think we could potentially even bounce all the way down up to this particular level. So let me get rid of this, right? I think we could actually bounce all the way down here at some point and then move up, right? As long as we don't go below this particular level, so this resistance line, this support line here, as long as we don't go anywhere below this, we should be fine. So if I just put a line here just for temporarily, so as long as we can bounce here, we will have a double bottom and then we can move back up again. So we're ignoring what happened previously, because as you can see, these are all W's, mini W's within a W, and these are all on a slightly different time frame. These are on an hourly time frame, as you can see. And what's happened is obviously most of them are just constantly failing, but that's because we are on a downward trend, right? And what I want to show you on a downward trend is very simple. So this is yesterday's chart. You guys saw this chart, right? It's on the video. Let's get rid of this for a second. What I want to show you, I have shown you this downward trend here, this particular line here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to draw on a cleaner chart right now and show you what's going on, right? So this is where we were, this is where we are right now, and we're looking for the pattern to see what's going on, right? So this is the kind of the trend line that we did break out of. As you can see here on the 24th of May, we broke out of it, we tried it. Now this is where we can confirm that this is definitely going to be a W, but it's not confirmed yet, right? So there's one of two scenarios right now, and I want to draw this scenario here, and I want to make it larger so you guys could see what the two scenarios is, right? So there's one of two scenarios right now going to be playing out. Number one, we have a complete bounce back to here and then we shoot up, right? Or number two, we have a bounce to this line and then we shoot up, right? So either way, we are having this W. This is what we got to see. Now the worst case scenario would be we have, and I'll make different colors so you can see, we come to this particular level and then we bounce back up again and we should be safe, okay? And then I'll draw another one. All right, so this would be worst case scenario. The next one we have is the good case scenario, but not the best, right? So we have this one, and I'll change the color for this one. Give me a second, let me change the color for this specific one. So we have this on an orange line, and then we have the third scenario, which is we bounce on this specific line and then move up, and I'll change the color to this one on the green one. Now this is the best scenario out of all three of them, so you can see in three different colors, right? So what we've got, we can have, this is going to be a double bottom, so we have we match with this, we don't go below this level, we stay above this line and we shoot up to confirm this W. Also, to confirm the W, we need to go above this specific neckline. So I'm just going to put a line here. This is the neckline that we need to break above, right? And that's how we have confidence back in the market. But if you'll remember what I said to you yesterday, that for me to be fully confident, I'm not even bothered about this area here. So I'm not jumping in yet, right? I need to see this this particular zone here, this 43, right? It's actually changed on the hourly a little bit. I think you can see more of it on the 4 hourly, kind of, not entirely. Let's see on a daily if we can see it. Just around here, yeah, this 43 zone here, right? So this particular 43 zone here, this is what I'm looking at, this 43 zone here. If I can go above this 43 zone, that's obviously going to give me some confidence. But if I go above this 47, right, this around this 47 mark around here, then I'm solid confidence, right? That's what I want to be when I'm buying. But obviously I'm monitoring it on a smaller time frame, right? So you can see this 47 here, it's actually on the fib 0.5. So as long as I know I'm going back above this and I have a confirmation, so what I'm looking for is a pattern for me to re-enter, is something from here to there, right? Maybe like this, go up here, there, there. And I'll change the color for this one as well so you don't get confused, right? So this is the kind of a pattern I'm looking for. When I enter here, as long as I'm getting, again, I'm going to be looking for another confirmation from here, and I want to go up in confirmation. This is when I'm fully confident the market's going up. Also, if you look at the picture, at what I'm about to show you, you can see that what we're doing is actually following the Fibonacci levels, right? And I want it back in the golden pocket zone. If I have it there, then I'm good. But actually on a greater time frame, it actually completely reverses the trend, right? So you can see here where we have just currently, and I'm not going to talk about any other coins right now because remember BTC is the king, right? So what we're looking at is this is good. We just broke out of the zone. So this would have been the breakout trade just here, breakout trade. We've done that. We haven't confirmed that, so to confirm the trend line we need to bounce on the trend line. Even if we bounce here, it's fine, that still can be counted as a bounce, right? And we want to shoot up and want to break above these particular resistance that we have right now. So these resistance, we need to break above these resistance. So currently the top of the resistance is 39, and then the next resistance starts at 41, and then as you can see the resistance goes all the way to 42, and then we've got the 43 now. So also you can see some of the numbers are also changing for us, but the 47 is still very stationary. So I just need confluence, I just need confirmation. RSI, it was overbought here, so here around here it was overbought, and this is pretty much when I made that video, and then it took a little bit of a dump. So obviously as you can see the RSI also showed the momentum has changed, right? And then currently the momentum picked up, and this is where the momentum picked up. This is why I'm actually, remember, I'm always kind of looking at it at a bigger time frame when I'm looking at RSI and whatnot. So this would be my RSI scenario, as you can see here. This would be my RSI scenario, same drawing, just kind of differently, but that's because the RSI is very low. On an hourly RSI, as you can see, it's a different story, right? On an hourly RSI, this is what we're seeing, this is the information we're getting. So kind of, I hope it makes kind of sense to you. So this is not like, you know, it's not going to happen within the next few hours. But the point I'm trying to make is where I would be picking it up. What would be my great bottom? Because what I've mentioned to you is the bottom. Everybody tries to pick up the bottom, but nobody knows how far the bottom is. I mean, you try and pick it up here, or try and pick it up here, or even say, for example, and let's do this, right? Let me do this for you here, right? Say you got lucky and you bought it up here. Well, what says it doesn't go even further? What says that, you know, it doesn't go all the way down here somewhere? This is the thing. We don't know where the real bottom is. So rather than chasing the bottom, if we can change the momentum, chase the momentum, we're better off. So for example, if we're trading and we want to short and we're seeing the markets going down, 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 we can short it. Happy days, we make more money. Right, for us, like whoever's very bullish on it or whoever wants to trade it upwards, well, what we want to look for is the momentum moving back up, right? So if someone bought it around here, that's the momentum we've been looking for. Now, you know, a couple of days ago, I got kind of wiped out here. So from this particular point to this particular point, I had a large trade, but I got wiped out, right? So that's fine. We're now looking here. I want to see confirmation. This particular candle here, which hasn't closed. Now I'm going to show you this on an hourly, right? On an hourly candle, I'll show you this and you'll understand what I'm trying to say. So this candle broke out of this pattern, went above this Fibonacci line, which is great. This candle is trying to confirm it. As long as this candle stays here, then the next candle would be a decider. And what we want to see is a higher high than this one. So this is a higher high than that one. Higher high, and want to see another higher high. And even if we do get a low, we want to see a lower high, which is sticking around here, which means it's higher than this one. Sorry, a higher low. We want to see it here. So this is the pattern I'm looking at. I hope this kind of makes sense to you. And what I have is a special video segment at the end of this, which I actually recorded last night. So I had a meeting last night, had to pop out and go and meet some people. And while we were there, I was waiting and I thought, okay, do you know what? It's a great opportunity. I'll record this particular segment. So I want to be doing a drive time video, and I just did that. And I think it's kind of informative to how I feel about some actions happening in the market and whatnot. So please do watch it to the end. Also, if you haven't liked, shared, subscribed, please do all of those. Hit the bell button so you'll know when the videos come out. Remember, my name is Sham. I make videos on YouTube regarding crypto, but I don't do your usual stuff. So you will find usual stuff, you find everybody's doing it. I don't do that. I'm not here to FOMO anybody. I'm not here to give you all of these hype news and everything. I don't FUD. We are here, we stay calm, we stay disciplined, and we stay patient, and we execute trades or buy orders, mostly just buys, but we do it very calmly. I try to train you, try to educate you, so you don't have this kind of a different mentality, like the normal mentality. Your psychology is slightly different, where you are calm and collective, and you are able to do certain actions based on certain. Also, I'm going to drop one other thing here, actually, just before the video ends, right? I'm going to drop one other thing here. I've talked about a lot of people, we've been talking about how, you know, you got to keep some money on the exchanges. Now, a lot of you guys who know, I've talked about it many times, that there are plenty of exchanges that I've made accounts on, and I always keep a nice little stash on all of them, right? Doesn't matter what exchange it is, I've always got money sitting on the exchange. Now, what I've meant by that many times, and nobody understood that, I don't use that money. I call it my float money. I don't use that money. I don't buy all in. So for example, I'm going to give you an example here, right? Say if I had 100K. From 100K, if I was to buy crypto, then I have disciplined myself to only buy 50K's worth. Why? Because the other 50K is for a rainy day. But it doesn't matter. Even if now all of a sudden we're in a bull market and my 50K that I've invested, it goes and becomes 500K, well, good luck to me. Of course, some people will think, well, hold on, if I put the whole amount there, then it would have been $1 million. That's greed. One thing we don't have here is greed. We are disciplined enough not to have greed, because nothing goes up one way. Everything that goes up must come down again. And we're always ready for when it comes down again, right? Or just in case a rainy day, we're always there. What happens if you lose all 100K? You're not prepared. So I'm not prepared to teach anybody, and I practice what I teach. I'm not prepared to lose all my assets. I don't never go all in, So for me, like for example, I have my spending account. I've talked about it. That I'm technically all in, but that's a spending account. My exchange accounts, complete different. I buy with a certain portion, and I try to take my initial investment out ASAP, so my cash flow stays intact, because cash flow is king. That means your money must be in the exchange to buy. So for example, today, earlier on, a brother called me. He wanted to buy some Shiba Inu. His card, whatnot, wasn't working. So he called me up. He's like, brother, whatever the fees and this and that, can you please buy me some Shiba Inu, right? Now, obviously, he's having issues with his bank. He's having issues with his card, whatnot, right? Everything. He's having all sorts of issues. He just can't buy. So he called me because I can. So I said, yeah, no problem. I'll deal with it. So within seconds, like, probably a minute or so, once I got the address and everything, got the Shiba Inu, sent everything to him, simple as that. The fees were very high though. Ethereum fees are high, I'll be honest with you. But other than that, doesn't matter. I actually gave him whatever I bought for him. I gave that to him. So I even paid for his fees. So I hope he's happy when he receives his, he actually got the exact amount that I bought for him. So this is the thing, it's like if you're prepared, so the idea is to be prepared for the worst case scenario. Forget the best case scenario. Forget thinking about how high it go. That's what people have, like, that's what we call moon boys, right? People are dreaming, right? You can dream, that's absolutely fine. Do it when you're sleeping, not when you're awake, right? The idea is you always have to think 2 steps ahead and say, right, what if the market goes up? When am I ready to take my profits out, or at least my initial investment out? And if the market comes down, am I ready for it? So as you all know, I've been going on about it for almost a couple of months now. Actually, I've been going on about it, that be prepared for the dump. Be prepared for the dump. And trust me, this is not the dump. What you guys just saw there, it's just a correction. It's nothing. Trust me, when that dump comes, that's going to kill you, right? When that big dump comes, that's what you're going to be worried about. I know I'm going to be worried when the dump comes. So that's all I wanted to say, guys. I'm going to continue. There's another video just being played side by side. Right now, another segment's going to start. Have a look at it. Let me know what you think. Leave it in the comments, and let's see how we feel. Other than that, I'm out. I'll see you on another one. Adios, amigos. Okay, I'm going to make a little video here regarding some news that's been coming out, like, Elon Musk, Michael Saylor, and this and that, talking about how they want to get some, mining council and whatnot.
I'm personally not happy about that, because obviously, remember, I think out of the box, right? And that screams centralization to me. That screams one point of failure. And decentralization means that we do not want one point of failure. We do not want one point of thing, because you know what's going to happen? We've got all of this China FUD right now, right? You know, China has all the mining and this and that. And remember, I said to you, it's got nothing to do with mining, by the way. It's got nothing to do with this being in China. It's political, right? It's political. It's people who don't want China to mine it, right? And they like to portray it as if China's, you know, going to do this and going to do that. Listen, China doesn't give a damn about crypto. China doesn't give, I mean, they probably do, right? But the point is they're not political. They're just there for the money, right? As long as the Chinese government gets enough money, they don't care who they mine it for. And there's a lot of countries out there, Iran, you know, Iraq, this, that, so many other countries doing it as well. So those guys, they don't care. I mean, put it this way, it's all political, right? It doesn't matter what country mines it. You could mine it in your bedroom, right? You know, if you're a Chinese, you've got a problem. And the Chinese government have nothing to do with it, right? All the FUD, all the fake news, right? You got to understand it. Chinese government, they said it clearly. They said, listen, right? If you're using coal, and remember, this is a lot of statistics people don't check, right? And I know about this for some time now. China has a vision, right? The Chinese vision, what they want to do is they want to make their country eco-friendly, right? They want to make their country eco-friendly. They want to, they're doing a lot of hybrid stuff. In fact, they have probably one of the highest number of electric cars in the world. A lot of people don't know this, right? So, you know, even Elon Musk, he's gone out and he probably sells more Tesla in China than anywhere else. So they're all talking about the environment and this and that, absolutely fine. And China used to have a lot of pollution and whatnot. So China clearly just said, look, if you're using coal, then you're going to be banned mining crypto or whatnot with coal mining. That's what they said, nothing else, right? But people like to basically make something small into such a big thing. It's like, you know, they like to just, it's just fun, right? And the thing I said to you, I said, remember this, a lot of news from China doesn't even come out. So how the hell does this kind of news come out? Clearly someone's taken it and blown it, exploded, you know, made it bigger, like, you know, out of proportion for no good reason. So please do understand what I'm trying to say here, right? It's political. They just want to get the mining over to a centralized country where they can control it. Because right now they can't go to China and say, stop it, do that, block crypto, or give us the transaction hash. Let us see who's mining what. Let us see whose wallet has got what. They want that data. You understand? So when I see stuff like this, right, where they want to get a mining council and this and that, it just screams out failure. And I'll tell you this, right, if this happens, I can assure you 1000%, in 2030, I'm getting the hell out of crypto, and I'm going to go and find myself a privacy mining crypto, probably even not a mining, probably a staking crypto, right? So even Monero will probably be out of the question as well. Anything that mines on a centralized location, I'm going to be out of it, right? Anything that I feel that has at one point of failure, I'm going to be completely out of it. But you know what, I would say give it a few years. It's not going to be overnight, right? Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. You know, it's going to take a decade at least, right? But yeah, I mean, I'm going to be all out of it. I'm going to find something that's completely private. Nobody can control. Nobody can do nothing. Nobody can snoop. That's what I want. I don't want any snooping, right? You know, it's my crypto. I do what I like with it. You know, as long as I'm in crypto, I'm not breaking any rules. And I've mentioned this before. I said, look, I'm not doing anything illegal, right? When it comes to crypto, as long as I stay in crypto and never ever cash out, because my bank is my biggest enemy. As long as I don't come back to the bank, I'm fine, right? They're trying everything. And you know what that means? In reverse, do you know what that means? Everything they're trying, every one of these centralization they're trying. Do you know what that says? A lot of people don't even realize this. So it sounds like FUD. I'll be honest with you. It sounds like FUD. But there's actually another fact. That's actually very bullish. That means these governments and these organizations are very bullish. They want more. They want control. They want to lead you, right? Because what cryptocurrency did was a lot of people ended up becoming very wealthy, right? The poor, right, and like people from like middle class became rich with crypto, while all the rich people ignored it, right? So the first ignore you, then they try and fight you, and then you win, right? Because you're winning. This is what it is. You are winning. It's actually very bullish. That just shows how much interest they have now. It took them a decade, but that's what it is, right? So as much as it is bullish, right? For me, I just don't like centralization. I don't like one point of failure. That's the reason why I'm planning to basically get the hell out and go and find something else to do. And from that point, you know, let's see how things move on. So hope it makes kind of sense, right? You know, centralization is your enemy. The banks are your enemies. And this is not a conspiracy or anything like this, but this is just how I particularly feel. This is why, I don't want to create any FUD or anything like this, right? But it is what it is. As I said, I want to stay in crypto 999%, right? Not 99%, 999%, and just carry on this way. At least, I'm free to do what I want. It's freedom, it's peace. That's what it is. Everything else that's coming is just going to be, pure control, right? The elite want to control us, right? And that's what's going to be. This is what the whole agenda is, talking about green, environmental friendly, and this and that. I mean, it's just nonsense. It's just nonsense. Goldman Sachs, this, that, whatever. Remember, whenever they are the ones who pay for the media, right? They pay for the media so that everything can dump. And then they're the very same people who FOMO people, right? Who pump the market by giving some good news. They contradict themselves every other week, every other month, right? First they're like, oh, we're not going to buy it, we don't believe in it. And the next thing you know, they bought in it, right? This is what they do. It's controlled. And the thing is a lot of people who follow these people, right? They get messed up. Their heads messed up. They're brainwashed, and they lose it, unfortunately. So I don't know what to say, but I hope this kind of helps you understand that not everything sounds good. If it sounds good, too good to be true, it usually is too good to be true. This is one of them. Just smells like a scam to me, right? Scam as in they're trying to take centralized control over something that's decentralized. And if that happens, then there's one point of failure, and I'm not happy with that. If the global hash rate dominance moves over to another country for that crazy reason, that's stupid, right? And as I said, China, they're not really interested. They just want to basically crack down on coal mining and this and that, inefficient mining basically, which is good news. That should be treated as good news, not bad news, right? But yeah, I mean, look, there's so much more going on, right? We don't know the truth. I don't know the facts. I can only make assumptions. And as I said, this is only my own opinion. I don't know how other people feel about it. But I have talked about centralization versus non-centralization. There are the plus and minus, right? Everything has it, right? Centralized exchanges tend to be a little bit better. Decentralized a lot more riskier, but then you're free. KYC, AML, all sorts of other stuff, right? Centralization brings all of that to your door, but decentralization doesn't. But when it comes to cryptocurrency, it's kind of in the middle. So it's neither decentralized nor centralized. The currency itself is decentralized, obviously, but it's not centralized. But if they take the mining, then there's a lot more going on. And I think this whole thing that the Biden thing I was talking about, I think this is all playing out exactly just what they want, right? Once they know whose wallet, what is coming in and this and that, and they can take that data from the transactions. If they can take this much data, they don't need an exchange to tell them how much money who's got. They'll track you. Trust me, they'll track you. So that's what it is. I think there's a bigger agenda going on. I haven't got my tinfoil hat on, but trust me, it looks like it. So other than that, I'm not going to say anything else. I hope this video makes sense to you. And I'm not going to do any charts or anything today. I'm not going to do anything else. I just wanted you guys to see this one. And hope this helps everybody. So other than that, adios amigos. If you haven't liked already, like, share, subscribe. I'll see you on another one. Bye-bye.